In the ever-shifting landscape of social media, few individuals have gained notoriety like Beavo, a TikToker known more for his bizarre antics than any discernible talent. His rise to fame serves as a peculiar case study in modern online notoriety, characterized by an unsettling blend of unfiltered absurdity and unexpected relatability. The birth of Beavo, Brandon Beavis, affectionately dubbed Beavo, became an online sensation not through dance challenges or elaborate skits, but because of the unconventional manner in which he consumed food. His mouth, a focal point that both captivated and horrified viewers, sparked an avalanche of commentary, critiques, and, surprisingly, support. In a media environment that thrives on visual stimulation, his peculiar dentition coupled with his odd eating habits pushed him into the spotlight. While Beavo initially attempted to create a narrative around his daily life, viewers found it difficult to focus on anything other than the striking appearance of his teeth. With a gaping smile reminiscent of a cartoon character, audiences couldn't help but comment on his large, seemingly discolored, pearly whites. "Are you wearing a gum shield?" one commenter asked, voicing the confusion of many who were witness to his unique bite. Little did he know, such comments would only serve to bolster his online persona, the teasing and the triumph. Beavo's name, unfortunately, would become a catalyst for ridicule, given the unfortunate irony of his last name. "I actually love these comments," he retorted, adopting a self-deprecating attitude that helped him mitigate some of the bullying he faced growing up. As he explained, the nickname Beavo emerged from his childhood experiences, making light of what once might have been a painful ordeal.
I did 3 videos a day.
That's it?
Yeah. Even if I didn't have breakfast, I'd order McDonald's just to get a video out.
I even got it tattooed on myself.
You know the rules. I don't know the rules.
I might release them one day.
Oh, so there are rules, but we're declining to state.
They're up here.
However, there was more to Beavo than just his eccentric appearance. With a surprising level of humility and candor, he addressed the unpleasant comments with grace. "I've seen a lot of nasty comments about me, but I'm just having fun." This relatability was a secret ingredient for garnering viewers. He celebrated the absurdity of his fame while also confronting his insecurities, allowing him to connect with a vast audience composed of both supporters and detractors, provoking a response. The strategy. In a world overflowing with social media content, Beavo realized that tapping into the sensational would sharpen his competitive edge. With 90,000 followers and counting, he started implementing an outrageous strategy to sustain viewer engagement. "You have to provoke people to get views," he claimed, acknowledging the seedy underbelly of TikTok stardom. His controversial stunts, such as fabricating a GoFundMe account for a non-existent injury, ruffled feathers and incited outrage, but they also catapulted him into the spotlight. "I don't know why everyone's hating," he mused, pointing out the irony that most content creators would resort to similar tactics. Soon after, he claimed to have experienced homelessness, another narrative twist that landed him significant attention. However, the truth behind the curtain was far less dramatic. "I never was homeless," he later confessed. His fluctuating honesty became a hallmark of his public persona, inviting skepticism while simultaneously engaging his followers, eating his way to fame. Undeniably, Beavo's most viral moments came from his outlandish eating challenges. In one particularly egregious stunt, he poured ketchup over a roast dinner, generating a wave of outrage that overwhelmed his previously stale content. The act of disrespecting traditional meals led to a viral moment. After all, what could be more shocking than condiments wreaking havoc on food? Before long, his eating videos devolved into a full-fledged routine. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner turned into 3 opportunities for content creation each day. "You know the rules," he would start every video, a soundbite that became his calling card. despite never elaborating on those so-called rules. It became clear that he had borrowed the phrase from another content creator, hoping viewers wouldn't notice. Still, he was riding high on the wave of fame, a bittersweet turn, just as Beavo seemed to cement his place in TikTok lore. Tragedy hit. Following a freak incident involving an overly enthusiastic fan, Beavo lost 2 of his front teeth, a situation that sent him into a frenzied spiral. His pleas for help rang out to his followers, shocking viewers even further with his apparent vulnerability. He raised around £685 to get temporary replacements, which ironically turned eating into a bizarre spectacle, each swallow appearing more dramatic than the last. Beavo styled eating like an extreme sport, urging viewers not just to watch, but to witness every excruciating swallow. One of his most infamous moments involved him gulping down a roast potato that gained a staggering 20 million views. With this newfound style, an exaggerated gulping technique, he managed to amplify his fame exponentially, leading to even greater heights, in what felt like a fairy tale twist. A dental clinic in Turkey sponsored his trip to fix his formerly notorious smile. The reveal of his new teeth, however, sparked fresh controversy. How have the teeth got worse? Commenters wondered, as they pointed out that his dental upgrade led to equally hilarious yet less relatable content. The fallout of fame. Once he regained his ability to eat normally, Beavo's views diminished in proportion to his increasingly mundane content. Reflecting on his rapid ascent, he declared a break from TikTok, only to return within hours to introduce his new girlfriend, a model who he claimed had an OnlyFans. This relationship became another spectacle, complete with an impulsive tattoo that showcased his commitment to her, yet the very next day he questioned the duration of their romantic bond. The grand reveal of his open relationship on a popular podcast caused further humiliation. What was intended to be a showcase of modern love instead became a moment of ridicule, with brutal comments flooding in. Even Beavo seemed shocked by the contempt, prompting him to backtrack and insist that he had been set up during their podcast appearance. The contrast of illusion and reality, as Beavo's financial situation worsened, portraying a lavish lifestyle grew increasingly difficult. "I'm £700 in debt," he lamented, admitting that the reality behind the glitzy facade was far from perfect. His earlier claims that he earned thousands a month began to unravel, exposing the lie that often accompanies social media personas. His faltering financial situation and relationship issues exacerbated the cracks in his image. "TikTok has ruined my life a bit," he disclosed, revealing a vulnerability that his followers might not have seen before. The once vibrant Beavo was now struggling to maintain a facade that was beginning to crumble under the weight of expectations. The slow descent, with audiences clearly losing interest, Beavo resorted to increasingly desperate measures to remain relevant. He began charging lower prices for cameo videos to garner quick cash, having slowly diminished from the original rate. $10 is the cheapest ever cameo price, he proudly proclaimed, though one could sense the desperation behind the words. While he endeavored to stay afloat economically, the taunts from viewers only intensified, signaling the fall from grace. In a twist of irony, Beavo's story serves as a cautionary tale in the vast, often cruel world of social media fame. In a digital landscape teeming with users vying for attention, it becomes evident that even wild antics can eventually lead to disillusionment. The very platform that elevated Beavo to fame may ultimately contribute to his downfall, all while resembling a strange blend of both comedy and tragedy. Watching Beavo navigate the intricate web of social media dynamics has provided a disturbing yet fascinating look into the depths of online celebrity. As the landscape continues to shift, the question remains whether the allure of viral fame can endure beyond an individual's 15 minutes in the spotlight. For Beavo, the journey is ongoing, but it's a journey fraught with uncertainty and a hint of self-reflection.